literature major. And today I will be talking about the lecture on experience. So before I start my lecture, I would like to briefly touch on what we learned the past 2 weeks. Our past 2 lectures were on about what true knowledge is. So as the professor said, knowing is knowing. The knowledge we obtain is biased because we see what we want to see, but through others we are able to get an unbiased perspective on the biased knowledge we obtain. This shows how greatly the people around us have an influence on what we know, meaning our relationship with others is very important. So through the development of friendship, we are able to gain wisdom, which is emphasized throughout this course. So moving on to what we learned on Wednesday, I will be talking about experience. So before I continue, what do you guys think the word experience means? Anyone? What does experience mean?
해봐서 알게 된 것?
Okay, what else? One more answer.
내가 해봤던 거? 그런 게 아닐까? 해봐서 얻은
지식?
지식?
knowledge.
So there are various possible ways to define the term experience. I looked up on the dictionary and it said that experience is a skill or knowledge that you get by doing something. So individuals are able to experience through sight, sound, touch, scent, taste, feeling, and imagining. However, individuals are indifferent to the process of how we obtain experiences. Naturally and unintentionally, humans desire to experience positive things. Rather than odd-looking objects, bad-tasting food, or awful music, we prefer beautiful objects, good taste, good music, etc. So what else do you guys think humans naturally prefer?
Beautiful thing?
Beautiful things. There was also the mentioning of
먹는 거.
food, like sexual desire, sorry. And stuff like that. Sorry, that's the only thing that caught my attention. And however, we cannot always experience good things. What we experience cannot be controlled by an individual. In addition, being afraid to experience various things will restrict the human to develop. So for the sake of our well-being, it is best to keep an open mind to the things we experience while understanding the positive effects it can have on us. We must also be sensitive to what we experience. There are 3 factors that allow us to be sensitive for experience. Physical, mental, and environment. An example of the physical factor is the pain we feel when we're sick, which deals with the 5 senses. Mental, as in the love we feel for someone or the heartbreaks we feel after losing someone. An environment being placed in a specific setting or what surrounds us. So lastly, we must be attentive to the experience or to the individual, him or herself. In conclusion, experience is meaningless if we do not consider the process of experience. But because we are not at ease with ourselves, we fear experience. In order to overcome fear and begin an authentic life, we must consider the process of how we obtain experience. Lastly, as the professor mentioned in his lecture, beautiful experience empowers us to be attentive for positive experiencing. Thank you. Yay.